Playing all the hottest music, yeah. Keep it locked, keep it locked. The Bougie Show, keep it locked. It's the Bougie Show, keep it locked. We live, tell us what you wanna hear. When we turn up, you gon' turn up. Turn around and tell a friend. It's the Bougie Show, the Bougie Show. Tell them it's the Bougie Show, the Bougie Show. Yeah, 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 yeah. Turn up. All around the world, you gon' hear us. Turn up. Everywhere we go, you gon' hear us. It's the Bougie Show when you hear us. Cause it's the Bougie Show, the Bougie Show. Turn up, turn up. Turn up. It's the Bougie Show when you hear us. Turn up, turn up. Turn up. It's the Bougie Show when you hear us.
We're going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Bougie Show. We got a brother in here that's known for being hard on the broad. I mean by pressing down on their necks, putting in major work. Every year he's a nominee for an AVN, recently won the Urban X Stud Award winner, and recently nominated for XBiz 2020 Male Clip Artist of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, Rome Major is in the building.
What up, what up, what up? You know what it is, Major in the building.
Major work is in the building. What up, homie?
Hey, man,
I
just
appreciate you joining us, man.
Hey, you know what it is, man? You know, when I see somebody as a black owner.
Yeah. And one thing I got to give Rome credit for, man, when I first reached out to him, he said that's what it's all about, networking. And I wanted to give you your props because you were all about that. Even though I almost lost you to a trip to Brazil.
Oh,
and you, I know you was looking forward to it.
So close.
You got some good looking women out there. But I'm sure you rescheduled?
Yeah, I rescheduled.
Okay.
So I was supposed to go to Brazil.
What you gonna do, Brazilian orgies? Because I know usually when brothers go to Brazil, that's usually what goes down.
Yeah, I mean, all right. So my man was going out there for a vacation, and he was doing like business slash. He was going for pleasure / business, but
Okay.
I was like, you know what? I never been out there. We found out tickets was like $300 round trip.
Couldn't beat it.
Yeah, you didn't
Right.
visas, anything. I was like, shit, I'm there. Shit, I've been in this pandemic in this crib all year. I'm going crazy. So, supposed to go between the 11th to the 20th, and everything was set. And then we find out on the 8th, it's on lockdown. I'm like, God, why you got to do this to me? Why I got to stay here? But I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of worth it in a way. I mean, not saying I didn't want to go out there, but at the end of the day, I ended up meeting like two little baddies, two little new talents that came into business, and they went to shoot. So it was like perfect timing. That's more money right there in front of me versus going to Brazil. I mean, I'm saying you can go to Brazil anytime, like, and that's how I look at it.
Right.
Now. Where I'm at and my status, how I move, I can go anywhere now. So I'll put that for a later date.
So the baddies, is that who you recently shot with? We almost lost Rome. Let me give the audience a little real talk right quick. We almost lost Rome last night. He had a hell of a night. You want to elaborate a little bit how your night went?
Man, my night was crazy.
He said he caught 5 of them, but one was personal and the rest was business, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to elaborate on what.
Well, you know, I mean,
when he caught
for total, you know, I had like 5 nuts, and when I'm saying like 5 nuts, you got to put time in, you got to put work in. This is not personal. This is business. So I met 2 females. Last night was Selena Moon.
Okay. And
Angel Aurora. Man, 2 baddies, 2 beauties. I couldn't even believe it.
Right.
So had to shoot with them, and I got a girlfriend that I'm talking to right now. Her name is Ava Valentina. Mm-hmm. She's a new talent, and I'm trying to get her some more content, how to move around, how to talk to people. So I had a guy that put me onto these 2 girls. I was like, yo, they nice. They wanted to shoot some content. The problem is, it's not about shooting content. It's about really explaining them about the business,
right.
How the business going, how you got to do model release forms, how you got to do IDs. And it's not easy because when you're trying to teach a girl that's like between 18 to 26 or 27, the different generation, they don't really understand or how the business is supposed to go. So you have to really sit down and explain it to them little by little by little.
Step by step?
Got to. You got to.
So it almost sounds like you babysitting to a point.
Yeah, pretty much. Because at the end of the day, if you don't do it right, it's going to be your fault. They're going to blame it on you because you shot the scene with them. You got the content. Now what? They crying because they need their content. So at the end of the day, you got to be a man, do it step by step, treat it like a baby, and teach it to them. So how you teaching to everybody, like when you shooting content, Listen, y'all can't just be going out here having sex with anybody. You got to get tested. Like, we get tested. You know what I mean? We pay $190 every 14 to 30 days.
This is just for STDs?
Yeah.
Okay.
And COVID. So everything is covered under one. So it's a little different. You know, growing up, your mom taught you how to use condoms, and you having sex, you doing X, Y, and Z. You know, you pick and choose who you going to have sex raw. But when you in the industry, it's like you get tested, and it's like, let's go. And you in there. So it's a whole different, it's a different vibe, because now it's like I'm growing now, and I'm looking, I'm like, damn, wow, time has just really passed. Look where I'm at. Look how much I learned. You know, man, just...
Right, I mean, that's the journey. Speaking of the journey, now let's start from the beginning. You entered the industry in 2007, and you have over 200 performer credits. Was your introduction to the game, and how do you remain so relevant for this long?
Well, I wouldn't even say 2007, 2010, 10, 11. I mean, for me to be in the business so long it's about networking. You know what I mean? You never know who's going to be a friend, who's going to be a director, who's going to be a producer, who's going to shoot for you. You just don't know who everybody is. So you can't come at everybody wrong. Like with the new generation now, they're coming at everybody too crazy. You just got to really sit back and see who everybody is, because somebody could really help your life and push your life to a whole different level. So I'm like, when I'm moving around, I'm always thinking like, what do you do for a living? How do you like it? How many years you been in there? You know what I mean? Like you just told me you came in here. Told me about the camera guy.
Yeah.
I'm in my head like, all right, I could use him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If I got to throw him a couple of dollars just to show him that, just to show him the love. So he, at the end of the day, he want to do it. Not like you're doing it for me as you're an intern. No, I want you to get paid for this too. Because this is a good business. I'm looking for a camera guy.
I seen an interview where actually wasn't an interview, it was just you speaking on a blog or something, a vlog, and you were saying that you have like 3 camera guys that you have in rotation that you have to pay, and how much money you have to pay for editors and videographers just to make sure that the content is up to par and be able to get it out there on a consistent basis. I wanted to ask you, so I'm sure you know this, but man, I come from the mixtape DJ world, and I was out in the street literally selling the mixtapes, and there'd be dudes selling DVDs, and you know, niggas pull up and let me see what porn you got. And that's why 2012 was my introduction to you. But I don't know if you noticed, but you are famous in the ghettos all across this country.
Yes,
you
sir.
do know that?
Yes, sir.
So dudes, and like
Yes, sir.
when I told people I was interviewing you, and I showed the homies, and these dudes are straight criminals, like, you know what I'm saying? and I'll be like, Rome Major, no, I don't know the names. I pull up and show you, oh yeah, I know that nigga. That's what they say. I swear to God. I just wanted to share that with you because the shit is hilarious to me. But I just give you your props for being in it for that long, and not just being used up and you know, spit up and chewed out and you know, the whole 9 yards. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to ask you also this: your favorite thing to perform and why?
All right, hold up. Let me back it up a little
Okay.
bit. You know what was funny? You brought up DVDs and stuff like that. I remember a couple of years ago in Philly, you know what I mean, just starting out, because I was trying to brand myself, because everybody trying to get plugs, everybody trying to get in, everybody trying to feel where everybody at. Everybody think you got to go the other way just to be in the business. Nah, you didn't really do this, but you just got to put that time in, you got to hustle. A lot of people don't really want to put that hustle in, that grind in. And what I mean by that, because when I was in the beginning in Philadelphia, and for me to let everybody know who I was, I literally went to Walmart, grabbed me 100 DVDs, got me a DVD burner, made my own trailer, like my own little thing for like roadmajor.com, and I put it out there. And then every time I went to clubs, I would just give them away for free with my business card in it. Everybody was just looking like, no, it's free. Oh, okay. They grab it, they go in their car. Around that time frame, everybody had DVDs in their car. Boom, they put them right in. So
it wasn't no shame in your game.
No.
So hold on. So all right. So then before we go into the sex talk shit, so you I mean, all right. So you started from literally giving out. Is that how it worked for you? So you would start giving them to the bootleggers?
Yeah. Well,
and then you would let them sell it.
Yeah.
So it wasn't necessarily about getting money out the gate.
Yeah.
You were just worried about the product.
Well, listen. In the beginning, how many male performers or female performers be yelling, can you plug me in? Can you plug me in? Can you get me in? It's 1,000. They be in your inbox. They be in all your emails. They trying to get the plug. You know what? It's hard to get plugs. It's really hard. You got to know somebody. You can't just jump in. You can't. It's like if Tiana Trump.
Tiana
Trump had sex with somebody just like a random boy. At the end of the day, it's all about her. Nobody don't know the boy. But if it was me and her, then it'd be different because we got 2 brand names. Just like when OnlyFans came into business, it tore everything up. It tore the whole industry up because now anybody could be a boss. Anybody could be their own boss for their own company.
I'm glad you brought that up. So the OnlyFans. So do you think the industry could ever get back to where it was as far as on the production side of on a level, or do you think that because content creators through the OnlyFans is going to be the way? It's the new wave. It's the way it's going to be, and it's not going to go back to no.
Well, it is a yes and a no. You know what I mean? Because if OnlyFans cut down, we really will see who the true bosses are. Because everybody's living off of OnlyFans, and now it's breaking up the industry as you have top companies that book certain girls. If the companies are looking at like, well, damn, I could make the money. You pay me $1,000, I could make that in like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And what I'm really worth. So that's how you really learn the companies now, because the companies basically, they're the hitters. They book the girl, book the guy. Now, don't get me wrong. Big companies spend big money.
Right.
You're going to spend between $4,000 to $5,000 on the whole shoot.
Right.
I can't do that. I probably could spend about $2,000.
Right.
But damn, $5,000 each shoot. You paying the male, the location, the female, the hair, the test. Man, there's just so much that goes into that. So when OnlyFans come into business or into the lane, it changes everything. It changes because everybody could be their own boss. It's like your own subscribers. You put any particular price down, and everybody just going on it. And it's easy. It's easy. You don't have to do anything. People's getting upset like, oh, these people making money versus these people making money. It's not about that. If you're not creative, if you're not about that hustling mentality, you ain't gonna get it. You gotta be about that money. And OnlyFans is like, now just say, hypothetically, what if OnlyFans like shut down tomorrow? Now, you do have other platforms that's like OnlyFans, but OnlyFans is just bigger. So that's the only thing. We have so many different platforms that are just like OnlyFans that might compromise. It might do the same thing.
Well, when one falls, one shall rise.
Hopefully. But what if it fall and it don't rise?
So I noticed with you don't spend, I mean, I never really see you work. A lot of it seems independent, like especially with you now, you shoot a lot of your own content and stuff like that. I never, you know what I mean? What's the situation with you?
So basically it's like this. When I first got into business, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was knowing me for like traveling all around the world. If you had a porn company, I was trying to get to your porn company. I was trying to be on your bandwagon. I was trying to do that scene for that company so people can know who I am. When you work for companies, all they doing is branding you to the world. That's it. Mm-hmm. If you want to be a stunt cock for the rest of your life, you can be that.
Right.
I want to be a branded cock.
Right.
I'm a branded cock. Everything I sell, my merch, everything I do is business. You do a scene with me, I guarantee your money gonna come back. Because it's a swag. It's like everybody got their own swag and persona how they get into the scene. People wear chains, people wear boots, people wear
exactly
hats.
The hats, right?
Yeah,
right.
It's just a swag with them, and it's you got to keep bringing it until you stop. It's so easy just to get lost. This pandemic right here got everybody lost. Like, people got pregnant, people got kids, people lost jobs, it's just so many bad, it's not really that many positive things that really happen in the world, but for us, it didn't really hurt us. The pandemic didn't really hurt the porn industry at all. I was laying back chilling, making this chicken.
Because now everybody's home. They want to watch more porn than ever.
That's correct. So now it's easy for me to be on the internet. It's easy for me to do CarlRollMajor.com. CarlRollMajor.com is a sex panther. It's like a text. Uh-huh. People can just text you. They can call you. They can video chat you. You know, you got so many different platforms where you could just make consistent money. And when you start seeing that consistent money, you start looking like, damn, I can make about, I'm on like seven grand a month. I said, damn, that's easy. I said, oh, let me see what I can make next year. And that's in a year.
Right,
that's
right.
nothing.
Right.
I never thought I could make porn in all my years being in business. You know, I own 2 cribs in Philadelphia, and I was making my money off of there. So when I got to the West Coast, I was supposed to go to LA in the beginning, but I ended up going to Vegas because people say it was cheaper, and I'm like, all right, let me go to Vegas. Vegas was all right I didn't like it. I don't like what it stands for. You know, it's a small city, you know, yeah, gambling. I'm not into gambling. Drinking, smoking, you know, it all depends. It's a hit or miss. I'm just not into it. Like, I'm not addicted to that stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? But just the business aspect in Vegas is just, it's just too much going on in Vegas. I don't know. I'm not a Vegas dude like that. I mean, LA, I like LA. LA, out here is everything. This is where you could be the biggest star or the littlest person. Like, it all depends on who you talk to, who you move with.
Hey, I want to ask you, February 9th, 2021, you tweeted, quote, "Why are you telling the world I said don't work with other men? I'm all about networking. When we work together, I told you not to work with certain people because of your brand. But now we are not together, so you can work with anybody you choose. It's porn," end quote. Now, I can vouch that when I met you, you were all about networking. I wanted you to elaborate on branding in the adult entertainment world, because you're an advocate for networking, and in a tweet you stated, in between the lines, protect your brand. So networking is essential, but done on different levels. Was it, when it's pertaining to a person's brand, what did you mean as far as that, as far as you're telling the person to protect the brand, but also network?
So usually when a lot of females come into business, they don't really know anything. You know, they just blind. They just love the glitz, the glams, the money come in, you know, just like you said, we just talked about paying a girl, or, you know, you paying a girl between $300 to $1,500, and it all depends on when they're getting paid. They get happy, they're getting paid, but they're not looking at the business aspect. You get that company have that particular scene forever. Mm-hmm. That's an empire right there. Yeah. Guess what? That $1,000, $1,300, $1,500, $2,000, $5,000 that he put into that scene, he's gonna make that back over the next 5 years. Yeah. Easy, more, 10 times more over one scene. Now, if you do the scene correctly, a lot of people just want to go jump in front of the camera and shoot the scene. Stop being so fast. It's not about sex. It's about the industry. It's about how it looked, the intro, the lights, the camera. You got to do everything correct. Just like Brazzers, Reality Kings, you know what I'm saying, Mofos, you got to do the same shit that they do. A lot of people be trying to cheat the game, and you can't cheat the game. Yeah. Just do it. Just do it correctly. You know what I mean? So with cheating the game, it sounds like you're going to end up having an agency yourself at one particular time. Yeah. Is that the next goal? Well, I don't know. A lot of people want me to be a director. A lot of people want me to own an agency. You know, they say, you know, you kind of know the girls, you know how to talk, you know what to do. But man, look, man, in this type of business, you got to stay in your own lane. It's hard out here. It's hard because, you know, I can't be a male performer forever. Right. And I know that. So right now, for me to think about what's my next goal to the next level, don't know. A director sound about right.
But you're directing now, right? When you see your Twitter, you're showing videos and different content all the time. To an extent. Okay.
To an extent, yeah. When you yeah, I own my own content. I own my own website. I got many platforms. You can Google me. You know, I got Pornhub. You know, it's like, you can't be everything. It's like, I would love it. When I first got in the business, man, I was like, oh, this is easy. Edit, I could do that. Ooh, photographer, I could do that. I could do videographer. That's easy too. You know what? Let me go out and get a laptop. I went out and got a laptop, Apple laptop. I went out and got some lights. I went out and got an editing software. You think I used that? I couldn't even use all half of that. Why? Because I'm a male talent. I can't do two things at one time. And it was hard. And then I was like, okay, you know what? Everybody want me to get an Apple computer. I hate Apple computers.
I love it.
God damn. Oh.
It ain't for everybody, but.
But in the business world, and everybody edits on an Apple computer. Yeah. Everybody.
Yeah.
So,
myself included. Yep.
Look at that. So, I went, after I spent $1,500 on an Apple laptop, I went out and bought a PC because I couldn't use it. I said, man, I just did this for the hype. I can't use this shit. So I end up buying a PC, and I started knocking out my work. So, you know, everything with that is just you got to stay in your lane sometimes. But being a director right now, that's what it's going for, because I'm learning so much. I'm learning too much. I just got to make sure that you have a proper team.
And you think that's going to be the natural transition, though?
Of course.
So you don't think just directing on your own and you hire, okay, as far as the team, you're not going to hire independent contractors. You rather have an actual team with this is my video guy, this is my photo guy.
Yeah, because it's loyalty. You know what I'm saying? I don't got time to keep hiring people back and forth and go through resumes. I mean, you got somebody that really want to ride with you. Just be loyal to them. You know what I mean? Show them that love. Yeah. And you could do it. You could do it out here. You know what I mean?
Now let's get into a little fun stuff because
hold up.
Go ahead.
It was a question that you said. I'm gonna bring right back in. Right. So it was a tweet that you mentioned.
Oh yes, as far as the tweet. So the difference between because I know you say it's essential in networking, but also branding. So let me. What did you mean by as far as that tweet? Okay, it's important to network, but also protect your brand.
It was a girl I was talking to in the business. Okay, and she was new and she was with me. We was moving around, and I was trying to explain to her, like, versus when new girls come into business, they don't really have that somebody to explain to them, like, what this is or why you got to do this or why you got to be like that. Like, truth be told, the girl didn't even like girls. You know, I was telling her, I was like, baby, listen, I know you don't like girls, but you have to like girls to be in this business. You gotta create your own brand to kind of figure out where you want to be at. We don't know where you want to be at. I don't know if you want to suck dick for a living or do something. I don't know. I got to figure out where you want to be at. So I was trying to teach her the game, teach her about different platforms, trying to show her different platforms. She was doing it. But the problem was she wasn't asking enough questions. She didn't want to do certain things, and I was trying to show it to her. So when I put that tweet out, I was trying to explain to her, like, when you with me, I'm going to show you the lanes. I'm going to show you how to make money. I'm going to show you the moves you need to make. You can make your own decisions, but you can't say I didn't tell you. So now I'm not with her no more. So now I said, you free. You could do what you want to do. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, you can't say I didn't teach you to be a little beast. You a beast.
Right.
Because you know the game. Nobody can't come to you and just want to shoot a scene with you without the model release forms or without the IDs. It's not, when you're doing a scene, it's not about you just fucking on the chick. It's about business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Give me them IDs, give me the model release forms, give me that video, give me my pictures, I'm out the door. It's a business. You keep it business, keep it strictly business, we here.
Let's get to the porn talk as far as when it comes to performing. Your favorite thing to perform and why? Just because a lot of male, my thing is with men, why it was so imperative for me to have you on here. A lot of men don't get to shine, but people know you and know other male performers, particularly black male performers, for working with all these women. But we don't necessarily get your perspective on things, meaning you and men and male talents in general. So I thought it was imperative to bring you on here and just show your personality and give game, which you've been doing this interview up to this point. I want to know, just pick out your brain as far as favorite thing to perform and why.
Favorite things to perform. I mean, boy, girl is always the favorite.
Okay.
I mean, you got the personal time with the female. You got the chemistry. Get to know who she is. She got followers. Is she gonna? The whole point is when a company book you for a scene, they looking at the chemistry between boy and girl. They say, okay, we shoot this person, but this person is gonna bring this type of fan base. It's about fan bases. It's about who you shoot with. You can't just shoot with anybody. I mean, if you want to shoot with a particular person for a reason, cool. For me, I look at the statistics. I look at like who you are. If your brand is going to match my brand, where we're going to make money together, is easy.
So it's about making sense then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You ever been intimidated by a female performer? Like, as far as regards, can I handle her?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Let me know. Just elaborate. Was this in the beginning stage of your career, or you still experience that now?
Hold on. Let me tell you. Let me think. I remember I had one personally. That was just off the back. She was just crazy. But not.
I seen one that she said, "I'm gonna suck the soul out you," and she walked up. You were standing there naked, and she just walked. She like sized you up, and then she just dropped down and just. That's what her name is.
Yeah, Soul Snatcher. Yeah, Soul Snatcher.
Her name is Soul Snatcher. Shout out to Soul Snatcher because that's what she did.
Yeah,
your whole face just went like the Holy Ghost got sucked out.
Yeah, so it's like a challenge got accepted. I mean, she walked around. All right. What happened is we had an event. So I was with a team called VR Novels. We was out in Phoenix. He hosted a whole trip. So girl, what happened is you meet a whole bunch of entertainers, YouTube influencers, people of all entertainment. They just all meet up in one place with this big ass mansion. You bring all your flyers, clothes, and then you just take a whole bunch of pictures and do videos and stuff like that. So I ended up meeting this girl. Her name was Soul Snatcher. She was cool. She chilled. She was a little new. She'd been in the business for a while, but up to my status, whereas, damn, I want to shoot a scene with Rome Major, and I would just, checking her out, seeing with her good. I was like, I could shoot with her. She got a fat ass, and she got a nice little smile. I like that about her. But her skill was sucking dick.
Right.
And I was like, oh, okay, all right. So at that time, in that moment of that video, it was like we were sizing each other up, because I was...
Got you.
If you saw the whole video, I was face fucking the shit out of her.
No, I didn't see the whole video.
Man, it was crazy. Spit was coming out, bubbles was flying everywhere, and she was just like, okay. So when you saw that moment, she kind of walked around me like, no, I can handle this.
Right.
When I saw that moment, when you saw that moment, that's a moment of determination. I'm not going to let this go. I'm going to put this work in regardless. I'm going to make this shit
Major work.
Yeah, man. Man.
Man, but so you said you were intimidated though, as far as that was as recently with her? Or
no, not with her. I'm just trying. Let me think about that. Hold on, let me see.
There's got to be one that you just like, man.
I remember this scenario. We was doing a scene, and I was fucking the girl. And see, all right, so this is what I learned about performers, and this is what I like about the business. Like when a female performs like when a guy come in with a 2-inch, 3-inch penis, and he's trying to put that work in, and the girls is like, okay, they have the whole session when they in the scene doing the scene, and the girl is performing like, oh my god, you got a big dick, oh my god, fuck me, do the thing, and the boy, like, he's stroking his ego. He like,
Right.
damn, I don't got none of that. But guess what? She's a good performer.
Right.
The
So
director,
she's-
yeah.
Go ahead. No, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was disagreeing with you.
So the director like, oh man, I like this. I'm gonna book her again because you know what? It's not personal. It's
Yeah,
business.
business.
She knew clearly that he ain't had nothing to work with,
Right,
but he
but-
still worked with
yeah.
it. That's what I like about I love girls like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because at the end of the day, that's what we in. We doing
Professional.
this. Yeah. I don't even listen. If you ask me if I really fuck off camera, I barely fuck off camera.
I believe, but
barely.
you constantly working though.
Yeah, man. You gotta save that nut.
Oh man, because you've been known for having a hardcore style when it comes to performing. Has that ever prevented you from getting booked?
No.
Never.
Well,
with certain production companies or female talent.
what it is all right. So let me tell you how I got really branded in the industry. Like, I mean, other than me traveling around the world and work for companies and being who I am, like I traveled so much trying to get that plug. I went to Miami, I went to Virginia, I went to New York, I just went to so many places, and I got booked here and there. But then it was a company called Black on Black Crime. It was in New York. And it was a super aggressive company. Like, it was so aggressive that I was just like, OMG. Like, okay, you want me to do what? To who? To my black sisters? Nah. So I had to take a while, but you know what it was? It was a job. It was basically like, look, we're looking for a male talent. We like your style. Let's do a tryout. Because I went there for a check. I went there just to go there, just do a scene and just leave. I didn't think I was going to be the man of the show. So I did the scene for this one guy, and it was just a girl, and it was a lot of smacking, a lot of choking, a lot of spitting, a whole lot of nasty shit. Now, don't get me wrong. Everything is signed, legal. Everything is bonded.
Right.
Like, before we shoot the scene, the girl is literally in the room for about 45 minutes because she's making sure that they going through everything,
Right,
tattoos, making sure you're not high, you're not drunk, you know what day it is, you know what's going on, you know what kind of scene it is. Most of the girls don't care. They just there for the money.
Right.
Like, they're not even looking at the scene to see what kind of scene this is. They just there for the money. I had girls that literally tapped out. Was like, no, I can't do this. So you just wasted everybody time? You about to get a $50 kill fee. You sure you want to do this?
So if you don't finish the scene, they hit you with $50. That's how it works.
Back in the
That's what
day.
the kill fee. Okay.
Yeah, back in the day,
So what's it, 100 now?
Man, ain't none now. You barely get kill fees now. If you get kill fees, the director just like you. You know what I'm saying? You don't get kill fees now. It is what it is. You go into the business, you know what I'm saying? If the person didn't come, it's like, give you an example, with the pandemic, everybody's losing. It can't be just only the performers. The director's losing, the production company's losing, because when they book a girl or book a guy and they pop up with COVID, it's not their fault. You just come along with the game. You're going to make money. You just got to wait and do it over again. So with this whole pandemic, really, it's annoying. You can get...
Well, we getting there now. It's cleaning up a little bit. No, still got a while.
Man, what you think? I mean, yeah.
Once the vaccine, because you guys take vaccine, then you're good, right?
Yeah.
Once they start,
It just... Ain't it crazy how they just...
But you're still working, though. Unless that's content you already shot from then. And you just
No.
not releasing it now.
So how it goes now for everybody in the industry, people are still getting booked. As long as you are COVID test between 24 to 48 hours, you're getting booked. So there's no issues, no problem. But for anybody else that's not getting booked by companies, you're shooting content. Content is king. So I'm saying, so now if you're shooting the content, it's like I'm shooting my own production company. I mean, I got my lights, I got my location, I got my girls. It's easy for me to book scenes and shoot them. The problem, for me to stay busy and consistent, because I have so many scenes. Like, right now I'm going through my hard drive. Like, in about a year, I really sat down and went through my hard drive. Yo, I didn't know I had so many. I got over 500 scenes just in content, my scenes. So now it's like, I'm looking at making sure I have all my model release form. I'm reaching out to people and get IDs. It's crazy because the model... Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, do you get fucked out? Do you have to take a break and say, yo, I need 2 weeks to recuperate and just rest my body?
Yes and no. I mean, you gotta... You know what they always say, if you don't use it, it's gonna lose it.
Right.
And that's true. Because when you feel like that, like when you get into them times and you move... Like right now I'm 36. And at the end of the time, you're gonna get getting older and older, and you're gonna keep get comfortable, and I feel it. Even with having a girlfriend, like, man, you get too comfortable. And I've been single all my life.
Yeah.
The only reason I even had a girlfriend because of the pandemic. The pandemic was down, I was born in the crib, you know what I mean? If you get locked down, we'll make sure I have about 1 or 2 shorties in the crib so I can do some machines.
Right.
Cam work.
Drop a bomb.
It is time time to stop the fuckery.
My parents are Jamaican too.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, so is mine. Yeah, so is mine. So the most speaking of being worked out, the most scenes you performed in a day. You have a record?
6. Yeah.
Well, shit, you did 5 yesterday.
Yeah, but see, it's a little different. You know what I noticed? Personal time, you could do anything. You could pop about 4 times the max. You know what I'm saying? About 5 is she just bad. You know what I mean? If it's more business, it's not like that. It's a lot of pressure on you because you got to save that nut. You don't want to lose that nut.
Right.
It be times I be in the scene, I be having sex, and I be thinking to myself like, what if I'm enjoying this pussy? What would happen? Guess what? It'd be over because you about to bust a nut.
Oh, so you have to maintain for X amount of time so there's enough content.
You have to. You can't like. A lot of people always ask, how do you do it? How do you stay long? How do you stay up? It's not about that. It's like when you shooting, the girl is bad. Of course you want to bust a nut, but after you bust a nut, then what? You're going to be knocked out. You're going to be asleep.
Yeah.
You're going to be fainting. You don't want to put that work in. No, you got to you got to keep staying energized and having that stamina so the girl can say, damn, he fucked me a good amount of times.
Right.
He put that work in. Because after you do this, he's not going to look at you. She's going to be like, okay, he ain't really fucked me long enough. And let me go find this younger guy.
Right. You ever lost a woman's interest when she realized what you do for a living?
Of course. A lot of women don't like. They always say to me, why don't you tell the truth? I'm like, tell the truth for what? You're gonna judge me just from the grip. So I'd rather not tell the truth. What I'm rather do is show you who I am, be about me, not bring up anything about my porn company or porn career or anything. Because at the end of the day, when you Google me and find me out, you ain't gonna want to work with me.
Right.
Just in the beginning. I do porn. Come on, I do porn. You can't bring me home to your parents. So at the end of the day, it's like most girls when I meet them. I talk to them, I'm humble, I'm respectful, you know what I mean? I got my own spot, I got my own car, I got my own business, you know what I mean? So that's the easy game.
Right.
It's funny, growing up, that was the easy game in the beginning. Mm-hmm. Now, when you older, you like, I come up with bigger things than that.
Right.
So, but now when I meet females now, it's more, hey, listen, this is what I do. If you want to be part of my business, this is what it's at. Because now it's like, I'm trying to see who the girl is now. I don't got really time really playing games and be like this not say gigolo, just in general, just you by you being this porn star for the world, everybody's looking at you in this one type of way.
Right.
So how can they see you in another light and another vibe? So you just got to create that type of just vibe with them, like.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. What free game would you like to share with young men coming in and coming in the game in the industry and inspiring to be a successful or productive adult entertainer?
Fellas. Don't look at this like you're just having sex with a girl. Don't look at this. Don't get me wrong. Sex sells, but you gotta look at this as a business. Just think of this as an empire. Back in the day, we wasn't out there doing the same thing. You couldn't fuck and get paid for it, but now it's like you got sex right there on your dinner plate, and now you could do what you want to do and be your own boss. Just do it the right way, do it the legal way, get tested. Everybody get talent tested. I understand. You didn't get regular tested, but the problem is just that we don't know what you're doing between. Everybody's doing something crazy between them tests. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people like to deal with professionals.
Right.
Because when we professionals, we've been in the business too long. We already know what's going on.
Yeah.
If something's wrong and something ain't right, I'm going to tell my performer, hey, listen, I got to get checked out, X, Y, and Z. Civilians ain't going to say that.
Right.
They just going to go in and thinking it's cool. And it's not cool. I remember this girl. It was this girl I was talking to. She came down West Hollywood. And the thing about with Hollywood in general is just, you meet so many girls, everybody's either in the streets, they moving around, they not living their life, they not, like, some people's making it here and some people's not making it here. You know what I mean? I remember this one girl I was talking to and she was just like, oh, I'm just sucking dick for money, she's doing this, she's doing that. And I told her, I said, listen, you gotta be careful. When you putting a dick in your mouth, why don't you look at the dick? Just look at it. Just look around the rim, look under it and shit. Yeah, man. Like,
observe the dick.
Yeah, man. Like, the fuck? You just stick it. when a girl just sticking it in her mouth, I just look at her funny. I just be like, you know what? You do that to anybody. I don't even want to kiss you.
Yeah, you're not even valuing the shit, appreciating and understanding the
come on, man.
the build of the penis and how different they look.
And the only reason I'm saying it like that is just that, you know, when a girl is fucking and she just stuck the dick in her mouth and she fucking, it's cool. But growing up now, it's more of a business because I'm more thinking about, you know, you got herpes out there, you got different types of disease that you can't get. And in the business, we don't check for it. Right. So it's like, it's a man-to-man show. You don't know who's who, what is what. You got to check. Like when I eat the pussy, I check the pussy. I open them lips, make sure it smell like a pussy, look like a pussy.
Damn right.
Because at the end of the day,
pull out that.
Yeah, shit.
You got to protect your mouth, right?
Yeah.
Goddamn right.
Can you picture that? Man, you have some.
You got to look.
Man, that's looks right there.
You got to know. Like you said, because they're not testing for everything.
Right.
Let me ask you this before, because we got our moment of truth segment. If you could sit down and have dinner with one individual, dead or alive, and have a constructive conversation, who would that be with and why?
Damn, that's a good one.
It don't matter if it's a politician, a musician, an athlete, an author, an activist.
Hold on.
A director. It don't matter.
Nah, I was just
really thinking about it.
Yeah, first I was thinking about, when you said, I thought about Hugh Hefner. You know, I was like, well, you know, he been in the Playboy industry for years and he died. I wonder how much stuff he knows. Is anybody that's like, you know, back in history is really interesting because they've been through life. Like where we at now, I'm thankful for all the history that we went through and where we at now, because the younger generation don't really understand. Right. And where we at now is like we wouldn't even be here. Like even, you know, everybody's mixing, black, whites, everybody. It's like it's a whole new world.
So you say Hugh Hefner?
Yeah.
Hugh Hefner. Sit down with him at the Playboy Mansion.
Of course.
Biggest brain.
I know you probably think I was going to say some other names, but you know.
That's cool because that's the field you in. I get it, and you want to reach, you want to get it, be as successful and have a legacy as build a legacy as big as you possibly can build. Go ahead.
I'm gonna give you an example. When I first came into business, right, it was a guy that I met. I used to get booked at this resort called Hedonism. I used to get a book like started from 2010, then 2014, and it kept on going up. I've probably been there like 7 times. In the beginning of my early career, my first name was called Rome Swagger. And, you know, I was going along with it for a while. I kind of thought it was corny, but I just didn't know.
I saw it also. Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, I didn't know what name I was going to choose. And so being in the business, everybody got favorite male performers who they look up in the business to see who you want to be, the motivation, you know. I used to look at Rock the Icon. That's one of my male performers, you know what I mean? He put work in, major work. Then you had Johnny Depp. Yep. You know what I mean? Johnny Depp.
He's done now, right?
I don't know. I think he's still in the game, but he's trying to just figure out what he's doing. And I'm like, bro, what are you doing? You're Johnny Depp. You're still young. What's up?
Yeah.
But, you know, he's content. You know, we'll see. Yeah. We'll see what he's going to do. I'm trying to jump in the scene because right now for this year, I'm trying to do a lot of boy girls. Like, a lot of people, everybody want to do a boy girl. Everybody want to do a boy girl, but that's cool. But why don't me and my boy fuck this girl? Let's put this work in. You know what I'm saying? I mean, nothing weird and fugazi, just straight. But the problem is when you're shooting that type of scene, you know, you have a couple balls touching and
with the DP scenes.
Yeah, right, you know. Right. But it's business. As long as you know your homeboy's cool, everything cool, we good.
All right. Oh, man. The end goal for Rome Major when it comes to adult entertainment is what?
End goal, Rome Major. Man, wow. So being with Sarah J, Wild Side Productions. You know, I started with them in 2017. And...
Well, I can scratch that question off because the moment of truth I was going to ask you is Rome J still under Sarah J management?
Say it again?
I was going to ask the next segment, Rome Major still under Sarah J management?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I ain't gonna lie. I like their whole squad. Their whole squad is professional. Like,
and you work with her. I've seen you work with her. I saw you work with her several times.
Listen, the first time I met her, it took me a while.
She's a beast too.
She's a beast.
She never tapped out. Like, I've seen her.
Never. Like, listen, I can get hard. I can fuck her straight. Just keep on going. It's just me. I like MILFs. I love MILFs, man. I just love.
She's legendary, man.
Man, them big tits, that fat ass, them pretty lips. It's like I go hard all day. I can just rock out. You know what I'm saying? I love MILFs. Like, so what I was coming to your question is, you know, because I went through, got with Wild Side in 2017, you know, She like, I knew what I was doing being a director and understanding how to build a business, but I didn't really understand certain things, and she kind of put a lot of perspective on a lot of things and made me be who I am, because she forces me to, you know what I mean, do a spreadsheet. You know, a spreadsheet is basically all your content. I don't want to do that.
Right.
You have to sit down and do it. I'm like, no, I was trying to pay people. I mean, listen, I'm real quick to say, hey, I'll pay you, but what I started learning now is like, okay, just like my editor, he can't edit for me. He edits for me, but he edits in his own way. And there's certain ways how I want it. The only way I'm going to do it, I got to learn how to edit to get that way. I'm going to do it. I don't want to, but, you know.
So the end goal is just to keep progressing and probably end up being a director.
Yeah. My end goal right now, I'm in LA. I'm in LA right now. Right now I'm learning to build my own empire, being a director of my own company. Figure out I got like about another 5-6 more years into this, so that's why I gotta push hard. You know what I mean? Because it feel like you could do this forever, but you really can't. You just gotta build your end goal at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So I figure me having Road Major Entertainment, I think I'm still gonna be with Wild Side. You know what I'm saying? I could always branch out and do my own thing, but you gotta build that team. Wild Side got that team. I see their team. Their team is hard. Right. You know what I mean? For me to have a team like that, you talking about at least a couple thousand a day just to have it, because you want everything to be right. You want everything to be on point. You know, you can't just, you didn't shoot everything on the phone. That's good, but at the end of the day, I like to have a camera guy to get them angles. Yeah. You know what I mean? Team. Yeah. Got to.
Yeah, all right, so we're going to start Moment of Truth, even though I already asked you one question. Moment of Truth is basically where I'm going to ask you questions, and you say it's truth, and you have the option of elaborating on it and speaking on it. Why it's the truth? I ask you if it's a question. If it's false, you can also speak on why it's false, and if it's something you pass and you choose not to speak on, you can just say pass.
Gotcha.
As a woman that you've ever slept with, spent the night with you for the first time, and you did not GTD. Tommy. R.I.P. Tommy. Get the draws. Martin. A woman have you ever had a woman sleep with you, spend a night with you that you've never slept with, and you didn't get the draws?
Yeah. Yeah. And I can elaborate on that. You know, it was a girl. I was this close getting them jaws, real close. We was at Buffalo Wild Wings at 3 o'clock in the morning. She came through. I was talking to her online. She was a content creator. She came through. Everything was on point. I was about to go home and fuck the shit out this bitch. No, that ain't what happened. What happened was she asked me, hey, what's your phone number? I said, you know my number. She's like, you got an Instagram, right? I said, nah. She was like, I'm sitting there eating. She found my Instagram. Let me tell you, it felt like I was the pervert, because she looked at me like, oh my God. She started closing up, and she like, oh no.
How'd she find your Instagram if you told her you didn't have one?
She searched it anyway, because I'm a guy. So she like, whatever, you got an Instagram. Something you hide. And in the beginning, she could have asked that in the beginning, but she didn't. Let me tell you, I still was smooth, still stay humble. You know what I mean? We ate some food, bought her some food. I said, what you doing for the rest of the night? She's like, nah, so why don't you come back to the crib? She's like, all right. She's like, you ain't gonna try to fuck me? I'm like, nah, I just want to chill. Man, in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna smash. Right. Nah. Didn't get them jaws all night. I can't say about me having blue balls. I mean, I ain't care about that. I was a little mad because she was thick. I wanted her. Right. You know what I mean? But I didn't get her.
So dick was on hard, no homo, but you just didn't.
Pretty much.
Did you ever did it another time, or that was it?
Nah, I didn't get it another time.
So she probably really went and looked you up after that.
Yeah. Well, it was more of like after she started. She wanted to do scenes with me, but we just never got a chance to connect after that. I kind of said, you lose. You know what I mean? You had the chance. I was right there. You didn't have no name on your bracket list. You fucked me, you guarantee you had a name, but you ain't had a name. So I look at it like, you lost.
Major said, you sleep with me, I bring your stocks up, huh?
Yes, sir. You know what it is, man.
You ever had a performance wish you wish you could simply...
Hold on. Go ahead. I give you another one. I have a performer. I remember there was this girl I met at this... we was at a X-Biz event. I think somebody invited her. She probably went to do porn or something like that. She was on Everybody Top. We dancing, we networking, we talking. So I had to leave. So she ended up giving me a number. We talked a little bit. So she was like... hey, what you doing tomorrow? I said, well, I don't know. I'm a little busy. What's up? She was like, is there any way we can hang out and something? I said, listen, baby, this is how this works. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm a performer. You know what I mean? I don't really care about personal sex like that. So if you gonna fuck me, we gonna either shoot a content trade, model release forms IDs, or you gonna pay me. She was like, what? She's like, I'm Asian. I'm bad. Like, you don't want me? I'm like, yeah, I want you, but I passed that level already. I don't care about that. She consistently want to come the fuck over. Okay, come on. She came over. I paid for her Uber. She came over, sat down. She looked good, but I didn't care about that. I fucked bad bitches all day, so it don't really tempt me at anything. So we did talking, and she ended up signing my model release form. So listen, the deal was, I said, look, I don't know if you want to do porn. I don't know if you're not, but if I see any type of porn on that any platforms, I'm putting my scene out because you already signed my model release forms. I got my IDs. It's ready to go. I'm putting it back. We can sign it. If you ever do porn or any type of content, we sign it. Boom, she signed it. No problem. I sealed the deal. Because now you have to look at every content as a business aspect, as a stamp. You can make money off that content. You could be your own boss off that one content. If I don't sell the content for a year or 2 years, because I waited about a year and a half, and then she finally came on the top. I saw on a platform. She used my content. I was like, yes, it's time to use it, and now I'm going to use it. I could sell that scene right there for, say, $30 on mini vids. You know what I mean? I could sell it to any platform for like, say, $50. The reason why is because it's a brand new talent. You know what I'm saying? It all depends on what she put out there. So when you say
sell it, you mean $50?
So all right,
every time somebody.
So let me rephrase that. Let me phrase that so a lot of people didn't understand. So you have platforms. You got mini vids. You got different streaming platforms where you can put you do it like a 60-40 split. So like mini vids, I got mini vids. So with them, I take 60, they take 40. You put the video up. You gotta have an editor edit the video. So I already put money into the video already. Right. Then I give it to my platform. They put it on the platform. It all depends on what you can sell the video for. Right. How I sell videos, it all depends on the performer, who the performer is. That's how I sell those videos. A lot of people, if you don't have a name or a brand, it's hard for them to sell certain videos because they're a nobody. So by me being a somebody, it all depends on what you're selling certain brands for. Right. So with that particular scene, because she's a newbie, I can't really sell it for like $50.
$50, right.
I could sell now if she was a performer, right, and she was branded, oh yeah, I could sell it for $50. Right. But because she knew, let me put like $34.99. Off the back, that's a good price for that. And people will buy it because they don't see her nowhere, but because I'm a brand, right, they want to know who the fuck she is.
Yeah, and who you fucking. Yeah. Right.
I'm looking at the water and shit.
So you can walk away with 60-40 out of the deal. So 60% of the profit would go. Right. Okay. So you know, very informative information.
So when you're building an empire and any platform that you have, is your whole goal is to basically take one scene that you do and put it on all the platforms. You got to figure out what this platform want and what they want. Like, give you an example, Clip for Sale. Clip for Sale is all fetishes. You know what I mean? Everything is fetishes, and you can't put a hardcore scene on Clip for Sale. Not saying it don't sell, but it's really just for fetishes. And I had to take time and learn that. You have OnlyFans. You can put BTS. You can put scenes. That's how people. This is how OnlyFans is making their money. This is how people are making their money on OnlyFans, because simple fact that I have a website, I have mini vids, I have a Pornhub, I have a Clip for Sale. I have so many platforms where I'm placing my platforms on. But what they doing is they have one site and it's like their website, and they adding all the content on there where everybody could see that one content there. I could do that, but I feel as though I'm wasting my content, because if I put my content on there, when the next time you're going to see that content again? Mm-hmm. Most girls, they just shoot the content and just throw it on there and they never see that content again. It's gone. That could be a content that you can make money off for years. You just looking at that one time. So that means if OnlyFans get shut down, then what? Now you running around scratching, trying to get your content, trying to get IDs. You should have thought about that before.
Well, we only got 4 minutes. I want to run through these questions.
Man, I thought we had an hour.
Yeah, we do. It's been over. You ever had a performance you wish you could have back simply because it was an off day? Truth? False?
True.
Okay.
Yes.
Just true. No elaborating. Okay.
Rochelle Ryan.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Did you ever get an opportunity to fix that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You still get joy out of watching your performance?
Sometimes. All depends on what I'm doing in it. Like if I'm doing something crazy, I always try to be like funny, dramatic, just being a good performer. Because at the end of the day, when a girl's seeing that you're not trying to fuck on them, they know that you really just doing the business, they're gonna love you forever.
Okay. So some truth to that.
Yeah.
Some days you just don't feel like getting your rocks off?
Yeah. Basically when I'm working. When I'm in business mode, it's usually be in the mornings. I like to be in business mode. All that having sex, and nighttime is nighttime. Morning time is morning time. Let's keep it separate. So that's true.
That's true. All vagina ain't the same.
True. Shit. You should know that. Shit. I seen an ugly vagina. I seen a pretty vagina.
Oh, yeah.
It all depends. You know what I'm saying? All depends on how they take care of themselves.
When recognized on the street, is it usually stares and fewer conversations?
Stares.
Just stares. Nobody says nothing to you.
Well, it usually be both. It usually be like, they would stare at me, and I would keep seeing the same person, and then they would walk up and be like, hey, you look familiar. I'm like, nah, you don't know me. I always say that. I say that off the back. Like, you don't know me. She's like, oh, yeah, I know. They would look at me.
Oh, So you have females that call you out on it?
Yeah. So when I was living in Vegas, I used to always go down to the Strip. It was mostly a lot of people out there that saw me and knew me. I was kind of like, how you see me different from everybody else? Ain't a lot of black people that got beards and low haircuts and waves? Like, nah, I know what you look like. You Rome Major. I'm like, all right, I like that. I give them my business card, I talk, I take pictures with them, we keep it moving.
City girls perform differently on camera than suburban girls.
Damn, what's the difference?
Well, city girls urban, coming from the city where the suburban is more. So the type of girls that come from those environments, do they perform differently when it comes to on the camera?
I'm
asking you.
I know.
Okay.
Shit. I'm just here thinking about suburban girls. That sound more freaky to me than urban girls.
So suburban girls.
Yeah, because they sound like they never had the dick before. They never did this before.
Right.
You don't know what kind of game you're going to spit at them. You don't know how they're going to come at you. It's like, but an urban girl, they kind of know the game. They kind of know what you about to say. They just either they're going to like you or just not like you. Just like, a girl could know.
So it's false then?
It's false.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is a brotherhood between male performers.
Brotherhood? What you mean?
Meaning like brotherhoods, like y'all have a certain code that you guys live by, and when y'all do porn, like y'all don't step on each other's toes, y'all.
Yeah. We, as male performers, we kind of, at the end of the day, we sleep with all the girls in general. Like we all work with the same girls. Like we didn't see them. Our job as male performers, just don't talk about everybody else. Don't like dry snitch or pillow talk about another nigga, because it doesn't help. It's a business. If I don't like somebody, all I always say to him, I say, hey, yeah, he's a good performer. You should work with him. I don't really care if I don't like him. That's my personal business. You know what I'm saying? I try to keep everything strictly, but if it's somebody that is dangerous to the community, then I will put something out there. But if he just doing him and I don't like him for my preference, I ain't going to put anything bad, because it's a business. Between brotherhood, between all male performers, we have codes as don't talk about people. Just stay humble, stay focused, and stay about the business. So...
marriage and kids, the farthest thing from your mind. Marriage and kids, the farthest thing from your mind.
Nah. Now, this age and time, I think I'm ready for a girlfriend. Like, this is my first girlfriend in out of 7 years. I might as well just do something different. Why not? I've been single all these years, and it just look like you just keep being by you being single, yeah, you live your life, you have fun, but you have them lonely nights, and it's boring.
Right.
Like, I ain't trying to get old and not have the girl that I really want, because you ain't gonna know. When you get old, you ain't gonna know if that's love or not. You're just gonna go for it. So right now, you gotta build for that.
So it's some truth. It's false. It's false to that
from
your mind. Okay.
Yeah.
When your career in front of the camera is over, you will remembered as one of the GOAT male talents that put that work in on the broads.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Made your work. You know what I'm saying? We don't play no games out here.
Hey, by the way, before we go, Rome Major joining us on the Bougie Show. I just interviewed yesterday. Oh no, actually, this is my second time interviewing Aria Carson, and why y'all do my girl like that on Black Payback, man?
But that's what I was talking about. Let's see. Let's go back. Let's go back into the thing where we really original started from. When I first got into business, it was a company I was working for called Black on Black Crime.
Okay,
that's the same connector of Black Payback, Ghetto Gaggers. They all in the same King Queens. They all in the same circle. So when I first got into business, because it was so aggressive, that's how I got shouted out. That's why to answer your question, you didn't see me in mostly a lot of big name production companies, because I was working for that company where by me traveling all around the world, it just made me bigger than what it is. So everybody was like, damn, what this guy came out. He going hard. Right. I was in my own zone. As soon as I found out that they want me to just do what I need to do, they liked my swag, how I talk, I was just like, okay, this is easy. I was just knocking out scenes back to back. So Aria Carson, it was a scene that we did for Black Payback, and you have to understand, she likes it like that.
Oh yeah, I asked her about it.
Yeah, super nasty, nasty.
Clothespins on the nipples, man.
Yes, she listen. Damn, don't get me wrong, I like shit like that, but man, it get real crazy, and I was just like, hey, look, we did the scene. was a lot of slapping, choking, spitting on, and she loved it. She liked it.
Yeah.
She was like, man, I wish I had more. I was like, damn, she's a freak.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. It turns me on, but I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, she tough with it.
That could be a little intimidation.
But the interview that I did with her on October 19th, dudes was leaving comments like, I'm only here after seeing Black Payback. So I was like, what the hell is they talking about? And then I Googled it. Then I seen your ass over there, and I just bust out laughing.
So remember,
man.
Black Payback is basically like this.
Yeah.
Like, you know, from back in the day.
Oh, I get it.
Oh, okay.
I get it.
I was about to
I
kill
get
it.
the Black Payback.
It is time to stop the fuck.
Get it.
Rome Major joining us on the Bougie Show, man. You got anything you want to let them know before we check out?
Hey,
man?
listen, y'all. You know what it is, man. You know, you can always hit my email, romemajorxxx@gmail.com. Hit me for anything. If you want to ask me anything, you know, email is the best way. You'll always find me on my Twitter, Rome Major XXX. You can find me on my Instagram, Real Rome Major. You can Google me, Rome Major XXX. You just hit me on my platforms. I got RomeMajor.miniviz.com. I got Call Rome Major. Call Rome Major is basically like this. If you want to call me right now, like right now before I walk out the door, you can call me right now, but you got to pay for it. It's not free. You know what I mean? If you want to text me right now, you don't feel like talking to me on the phone, you know, whoever's around, you can just text me. Text me on the low. I text you back. I text you a picture or something. You text me back. But at the end of the day, you're paying for it. I'm not doing it for my free will, so don't get it twisted. You know what I mean? Keep everything business and focus and having fun. You know what I mean? But I'm glad. I just want to say thank you for inviting me
I
on
appreciate you for coming, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad we made it happen.
For real.
You know, I didn't know if it was going to happen, but we did, and I appreciate you coming. I know you had a long night, and we got it done.
Five nuts, man. 5 nuts. I'm about to be weak right now. Legs is about to be crumbling.
I guess it ain't time to stop the fucking.
Yeah,
That's real talk.
Shit. You know, right now I'm about to go to Vegas. I'm about to go to Vegas for a week. You know what I'm saying?
Working?
Yeah. I got one paid out there, and a couple trades out there. See, you have to understand, when it comes to content trade is king. Like, it's crazy because I got like about at least 200, probably 300 scenes that nobody ain't see yet. And it sits there. Why? Because most girls, when they shoot content, they want to take the content and put it on their Snapchat and their OnlyFans. They don't care about anything. They don't care about no production. I'm like, okay, I like that. Because I could use a scene for these different platforms.
Put out it in its entirety.
There we go.
And then really get the money.
Yes, sir.
Rome Major joining us on the Bougie Show. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you coming through, man.
Hey, it's a pleasure to be on the Bougie Show.
The Bougie Show. Rome Major in the building. We checking out. Yay!
Early.
It's the Bougie Show on Skyhawk Radio.